Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Monday, the 20th. Oh my goodness, guys. February 20th. There are 8 days left in this month. Let's start today off with a blessing, shall we? Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing for this February 20th. A blessing just for the collective. Here we go. We get a blessing through emotional upheaval. Okay. An emotional storm is forming, and things may seem chaotic for a while. But as the storms subside, a blessing is revealed. Respect all points of view, for we each view the world a little differently. Things are being shaken up for good reason, and all involved will benefit. Namaste. Open up your hearts and minds for this blessing. If you've been holding on to things that you don't understand why you can't let go of, open up your heart and receive this. An emotional storm is forming, and things may seem chaotic for a while. But as the storms subside, a blessing is revealed. Respect all points of view, for we each view the world a little differently. Things are being shaken up for good reason, and all involved will benefit. Namaste. Don't worry about them bumps in the road. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about that. Don't fret. Everything's going to work out just the way it is supposed to, just for you. And have faith in that, guys. Don't worry about the little stuff. Don't worry about the big stuff. Don't worry. All right, here we go. All right, y'all, I have some wonderful questions for today. My first question is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl, this is about Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner just signed with the Phoenix Mercury. Beautiful Girl would like to know, how is Brittany doing? Guys, and understand, she went through trauma. Brittany is literally, whether she shows it or not, living through PTSD. She was held captive in a foreign country by people who wished that she didn't exist. Okay? She was not treated like a star. She was one of the only black people in jail over there. And this is what everybody must understand. You have to understand. Brittany is showing you her strength by coming back and continuing on. And remember, don't blow her supposed crime out of proportion. She got thrown in jail. They wanted to throw her in jail for 9 years over some marijuana. Marijuana, not heroin, not cocaine, not something that kills people. Over marijuana that she was using for pain management. This is the world that we live in. And these are the people who run this world. Okay, but let's ask Tarot. Tarot, how is Brittany doing? How is Brittany Griner mentally and physically doing now that she is back in the United States? Here we go. Oh, first card we get is the Hierophant. So she's still got a whole bunch of naysayers up in her ear telling her how wrong she was about what she did and that she brought what happened to her on herself. This is what we have to deal with, guys. So, got a lot of things inverted. But the first card out is the Hierophant. And these are the people who are still making Brittany's life miserable. And unfortunately, her playing in Phoenix, just being in Arizona right now, I feel bad for her. I know she's doing what she's got to do to make money for her family. But golly, the power in Arizona is making sure that she doesn't have peace. And I'm talking about big business people. People who don't have anything better to do than to make somebody who's already went through a hard time suffer even more. In a state where you can have up to a freaking ounce of pot on you and the cops won't even look at you twice. But people are still making her life miserable because, oh my gosh, not because she went to prison in Russia, because she got released and a white man didn't. Okay, this is what's going on with Britney. Let me see, I have to look at a couple of these inverted. We have the Three of Cups inverted and the Ten of Cups inverted. I've got a lot of cups inverted here. King of Cups inverted and the King of Swords inverted. So the King of Swords inverted is the first. This is her near future. And this is cruelty, evil intentions, perversity, and breach of faith. This is what Brittany Griner is facing every doggone day in Phoenix, doggone Arizona. Understand, she is not getting any peace. It doesn't matter. She could be the LeBron James of female basketball. These people are hell-bent on making her life miserable. Then she's got the Ten of Cups inverted. This is false heart, indignation, and violence. Brittany has got to be careful in Phoenix, Arizona, y'all. She's got to be careful. Literally. She has got to be careful because there are people who mean her harm because she got released from prison. No other reason. They think that she got something that somebody else didn't do. Okay? And understand that the man that they are talking about, oh, well, he didn't get free, is a traitor. A traitor. This is who the GOP is harming Brittany Griner about. A traitor. Yeah, the other guy went over there for nefarious reasons. Kicked out of the military. Let's get it twisted. Brittany didn't do none of that. All she did was bring pain medication in her luggage, which she had done other times before, because all of that came out. This time they decided to make it an issue. Okay? Understand what's going on. Don't be blindsided. And please don't listen to the noise of the right. Okay, now we have the Three of Cups inverted. The Three of Cups inverted. This is where Brittany is. Expedition, dispatch, achievement, and end. She's not going to be in with the Mercury for long. She's not going to be able to exist in that climate for long. She's already fragile. Again, she's already operating under PTSD. And to have a whole bunch of people that just want to go out of their way to make your life miserable. This is what she's dealing with. In her right above her, she's got the King of Cups in reverse. Dishonest, this is a dishonest, double-dealing man. Injustice and scandal. Okay, guys, just see how hard Brittany has it. She didn't come home. She didn't get a hero's welcome. She got the same welcome that our boys that came back from Korea and Vietnam got. Like she started the war. This is what they're doing to her. They are making her life miserable. And the last card, her final outcome, is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is her final outcome. This is still triumph. But this is the same with disastrous results. This is excessive in degree. This is excess. So this is childbirth, multiplicity, conception. This is disaster. She's not going to be with the Phoenix Mercury for long. But let me tell you this. She's going to have an outstanding season. This 2023 season for Brittany Griner with the Phoenix Mercury is going to be an outstanding season for her. She is going to show them exactly what she's made of, and then she's going to walk away. And the Phoenix Mercury will be weaker because of it. And the city of Phoenix. And when she leaves, she will let everybody know exactly why she will not honor her contract. Because she just wait till the end of this year. When she gets ready to leave Phoenix, she'll get picked up and traded to somebody who's going to treat her with love and respect. In a town that's going to open their arms to her. The people of Phoenix, especially the business class, and I'm talking about the maggots, are making her life miserable. Okay, my next question from Beautiful Girl. When COVID hit the United States, prison deaths rose by 50%, staff and inmates. And guys, if you guys have been watching me, you know that I am retired corrections, a captain of Arizona Department of Corrections. Guys, so many staff died. So many staff died. So many inmates died and were left to just suffer without treatment. And everybody needs to understand that healthcare in the prison is not healthcare. You literally have pill pushers and healthcare providers who could not care less about the inmate population. More inmates suffer with diseases that could be easily treated because of lackluster, lousy healthcare. Lousy healthcare that is supposed to be funded, but is not. That money gets taken and is not given to where it's supposed to be. Okay? Understand this. And understand, if you have family members who are incarcerated and they are ill, be involved, because they need every advocate they can have, because you literally have to threaten the healthcare in the prison system to get anything done. Anything. Diseases, communicable diseases run through prisons like wildfire, chicken pox, things like that, MRSA, like wildfire. Nobody's safe. Close quarters, unclean conditions, overcrowded conditions. Understand. Be there for your family who is incarcerated if you can, especially if they are ill, because the health care there, it's not even a joke. It's non-existent. All right, here we go. The question was, so here we go. I'm going to read this again. When COVID hit the United States, prison death rose by 50% between staff and inmates. Will prisons be reformed for the better? Okay, and guys, here I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm going to keep doing this because this is what I'm here for. We have to understand. Everybody here must understand what's going on. COVID, all of this stuff. Understand, when you hear that name, Bilderberger Group, pay attention. You want to know who's running the world? That's the big name right there, the Bilderberger Group. Last year, around November, the world population passed 8 billion. 7 billion was the top. Bilderberger Group, this is from a long time ago, said that the population had to be reduced by any means necessary. The population must be reduced by any means necessary. COVID is any means necessary, and they're not done yet. They're talking about having to reduce the population in the United States by almost 50%. That's a lot of us they want to get rid of. When I tell you don't trust the government, don't trust the government, okay? Understand that there's a whole bunch of nefarious little underhanded rich folks who are making plans on how they are going to be the last one standing. And understand, the poisoning of our air, our water, our earth. You know, the old Indian fable It goes, not until the last tree has been cut down and the last drop of water evaporates will mankind realize that it can't eat money. Okay? All right. Here we go. So, just keep that in mind. Just understand that the things that we are going through, these are man-made. These are manufactured things. We understand what happened in Wuhan. That came out the beginning, that this escaped from some type of a lab. It didn't escape. It was released. Let's call a thing a thing. Okay? Again, not to be scared, because we already living in this. We've been living in this for 3 years. And every one of us that has been inoculated to the gills. Okay? Inoculated to the gills. So, understand what we got inoculated for 3 years ago. That disease isn't even what we're fighting now. Wake up. Wake up. This is, when they say plandemic, yeah, planned event. And they have more planned for us because they didn't get rid of enough of us. All right. My next question. Federal charges were filed against neo-Nazis Sarah Beth Clendaniel and Brandon Russell. These two were planning to attack the Baltimore power grid. Guys, these two people, FBI, this is on their radar. These people had set into motion plans to destroy the power grid of Baltimore. This is the other thing that must be understood by everybody out there. Our power grid is in grave danger. And I've been telling you this for 2 years. Vlad is using... The United States will be taken over from the inside. Neo-Nazis, these nationalists calling themselves patriots, who are working directly for Russia to bring down the United States, working for old Donny Boy, who is also working for Russia. Let's not get it twisted. The man brought the doggone Saudis right into America, the ones who were responsible for destroying the Twin Towers, now have a golf tournament right here in the United States. Guys, if you don't understand what's going on, if you can't see what's going on, then I can't help you. But if you can see that all of this harm is being allowed to be done to us. We've got Dutch Sense put a video out last night. An unidentified object, a whole object, submerged off the coast of South America. So big and identifiable that Google has given it an address. An unidentified craft under the water right off the coast of South America. Just pull up Dutch Sense. Look at Dutch Sense's last video, and it shows you. The first thing that we have to understand is that this world and the ins and outs and the workings are so far beyond our human comprehension. But we have to understand that there are people with money and power who are actively trying to change not only our history, but our reality. Understand this. Again, don't be afraid of it. Just know. Because once you know that what you see is not real, then you can behave differently. When you understand that you are being manipulated, then you can't be manipulated anymore. When you understand that all of this is created. This chaos is created. And the only way that it works is if people remain afraid, and that you have to be involved in the fear for it to work. You have to be afraid for them to keep control over you. Once you decide not to be afraid, you have freed yourself. Once you decide that the words of the politicians mean nothing, then you have saved yourself. Once you understand that when you turn off that television, that programming box that is putting subliminal messages into you every second that you have it on. And guys, it's not just the television. When you are watching programmed shows, understand, listen to the words. They call it programming for a reason. They are programming you. So when you watch your favorite television program, you are being programmed. Understand this. They are telling you what's happening. Okay? Turn it off. Turn it off. And that's all this stuff. If it comes out of a studio, if the FCC is governing everything that it does, then understand that it ain't no good for you. You know, you want to listen to things? Listen to your regular old creators out here, the ones who aren't working for NBC or CBS, the ones who are not working to just get you to follow. Guys, don't be programmed. Please, be picky about what you watch. Be picky about what you put into your brain, into your body. Be picky about the food that you eat. Be picky about the water that you drink. Be picky. When you go to the grocery store and you pick up a packet of whatever and you turn it over and you don't know the name of anything that is in there and they're calling it food, do not put that in your body. Understand, they have pulled out all the stops right now. Okay? They are doing everything they can to bring us under control. Be picky about what you listen to. Be picky about what you read. Be picky about the music that you listen to, because that can change your vibration as well. Understand that you are being worked on 24 hours a day. And the only one that can save you is you. And that is by you being choosy and picky about what you allow yourself to be immersed in. Be picky. Right now, it's important. Don't just take anything and call it gospel. Be picky. All right. I was talking about this was about the power grid. So, but federal charges have been filed against neo-Nazi Sarah Beth Clendaniel and Brandon Russell. They plan to attack the Baltimore power grid. The Department of Homeland Security says they are concerned about white nationalists attacking the power grid. What will the government do in response? That's why I went off the thing. This is part of their plan. Again, all of this is going back to the Bilderberger and all of that. All of this is going back to old Vlad over in Russia. Okay? Old Vlad has already said that the United States, just by doing something, helping something, or saying something, that we have now declared war on Russia. I told y'all. This world war started last year. We just have not mobilized yet. When the world decided that they were The military industrialized complex is chugging along. They are making weapons, they are making planes, they are making bullets. They are making things for mankind to kill itself with. That was the plan, that is the plan, it has always been the plan. War is money. War is a way to make sure that the population decreases. Again, there's nothing to be afraid of. This is rich people doing what rich people do. What we can do, not participate. They need us to carry out their plans. They need us to behave badly. And guys, when I told you guys to watch that movie Kingsman, I was not kidding. These movies, and y'all can call me crazy if you want to, but look at these movies as documentaries, okay? As warnings. I did not watch the State of the Union. I did not watch the Super Bowl. And I did not watch these for a reason. And I will tell you what my reason is. Simply. Because that's a mass media where you've got millions of people tuned in, hanging on every word. What better time to unleash some type of hypnotic, some mass hypnosis, some tone, something to trigger something in your body to make you behave some kind of way. In the movie Kingman, it was a tone that was played over these free phones that were given out by this company. And those phones caused every person who had a phone, and this was by a frequency, by a tone. Pay attention, guys. That caused people to start murdering each other. Mass chaos. Don't think that can't happen. Don't think that they would not use some type of technology like that to get a whole bunch of people to go crazy all at once. Okay? You already have a whole... And understand, every one of us is brainwashed to a degree. Every one of us. You live in this country and you've turned on a television, you've listened to the radio. Yes, you have. There's programming in there. Oh, yes, there is. But what saves you is the knowledge that it's there. The understanding that it's there. That is what saves you. You may not be able to undo what they have done, but if you know that it has been done, then when they try to activate it, maybe you can not respond the way that they want you to. Once you understand that you are being manipulated, you are no longer under their control. That is the thing that we all must understand. When you open your eyes, that's why they don't want you awake. Okay? That's why they are so against this quote-unquote woke. Because if you're awake, they can't control you. If you are asleep, you are theirs. And believe me, they are playing lullabies every day to get the people who are not aware to go back to sleep. All right. Beautiful girl wants to know, should Black Americans leave the United States if they are financially able? No. No, do not run. There is no need to run. Okay? Don't run. Because you're just going to go somewhere else and be facing the same problems. Us Americans, us melanated Americans here on this continent, we kind of face, we're in a catch-22. You know, those of us who want to be Africans and go to Africa and then go get there and realize that's a culture that is completely foreign to us. Even if we want to consider ourselves African because we are African diaspora, we're not culturally African. Mainly because 90% of us have no idea where exactly we would come from. What tribal group, ethnicity in Africa we would belong to. Okay, so that's just like taking an acorn, throwing it up in a pine tree and saying, this is your new home. It's a tree. Fit in. Okay, it's not the same. And this is what everybody has to understand. And please, please, everybody, remember, the earth used to be one land mass. We called it Pangea at one time, which means Africa, Europe, Eurasia, North America, and South America were all one land mass. So to think that black people were only in Africa is ignorance. And to believe that black people never learned how to sail or swim is ignorance. To think that the Chinese people could not have gotten from Siberia to Canada to Alaska by walking across a piece of land, because this whole continent, this whole world was one continent. So the people from everywhere were everywhere. Understand this. Black people were not just in Africa. Black people were everywhere. It is the others that want to tell you that you only come from one place. Melanated people are all over this world. All over this world. North America, South America, Siberia. You go, the closer you go to the poles, people don't get lighter, they get darker. Okay? Understand, the people in Siberia are brown people. Understand that. Understand that. Just understand that. That they try to get us to believe that we don't come from here, that we are others. No. No. We were all over. Everywhere. Even in the Caucasus Mountains, we were there. Even in Scandinavia, we were there. Okay? History has been changed to make us feel like, to make us think like we don't belong, like we were less than. We are the original blueprint. All of us melanated people. If you have melanin in you, you are the original blueprint. You are of the original blueprint of this earth. Just understand that. And don't let anybody take that from you. Because that's a gift. Be proud of that. That is not something that makes you less than. That is something that makes you. All right? All right. So the answer is no. No. Don't run. There's no need to run. Everything is happening for a reason, for a cause. The plans that these Bilderberger groups and these ones that want to control the world have, don't worry. They have been trying to murder us for eons, and we're still here. We're still here. We're still here. Everywhere. All right, don't worry. Don't go nowhere. Just know who you are. The time has come to understand. Know who you are. Reclaim your power and stand in it. And stop giving your energy to frivolity and fear and panic. Stand in the light. Stand in knowledge. Okay, my next question is from Pam Bodley. Are big pharma companies blocking a cure for cancer because there is big money in treatment? Yes, Pam Bodley. Big pharma makes customers, not cures. Okay? They give you what they can keep you alive on. Okay? So that you have to spend that money every doggone month. There has been a cure for cancer for the last 80 years. And it is, again, this is in frequency and vibration. Cancer cells can be exploded, destroyed by frequency, by resonance, by vibration. This has been proven as fact. And the FTC and the powers that be will not let this come to mainstream. Why? Because it is not profitable. It is not profitable to cure cancer and keep people alive. It is not profitable to the rich 0.1% to help people live a happy life. Because if there was a cure for cancer, that one thing, there would no longer be a need for big pharma. Understand this. Understand this. Okay? My next question. Will DeSantis get away with banning AP classes and black studies, or will he be stopped? As the governor of Florida, DeSantis has the right to do anything he wants to with the educational system. And the next governor can undo this. What is being done in Florida right now is fear tactics. Fear tactics. Fear tactics to keep everybody that is not white scared that you're losing your history. Fear tactics that's keeping everybody that is rich and in power with the false sense that we are going to keep these people from learning who they are. All of this stuff about race is important, and it's coming up now because it's so important. If it was a nothing burger, then that we wouldn't be so exasperated by it right now. What's going on right now is the righting of what was wrong. Again, to my melanated brothers and sisters, it is time for you to know who you are. Again, it's time for you to choose a side. Are you going to be on the side of the oppressor? Are you going to pick up the whip of the oppressor and turn it against your brother? Are you going to stand in the sun and reclaim your right to exist on this planet unmolested, unharmed, unmurdered, to live peacefully with nature? This is where all of this war, all of this chaos, this is a choice that we are all going to be required to make. Are you going to be a part of what's wrong? Or are you going to choose to make things right? Okay? Step away from the things that you know are designed to harm you. Walk away. Don't give in to fear. Do not give in to anger. Our time is coming. Choices must be made. And you are going to be the one that has to make it. And it's all about what you are going to accept in your life and what you are going to reject. I keep saying this. Every one of us has a choice to make. An individual choice. Nobody else can make it for you. Nobody can save you either. This is the work that we all have to do on ourselves. All right? So, the only way DeSantis is going to be stopped is when people decide to stand up and stop him. We decide what we're going to do. We decide what we're going to allow our children to be taught. Are we going to allow them to be indoctrinated with white nationalist propaganda, telling our children that nothing bad happened to your ancestors? Black people just Never had nothing in this country. Not know why, not know how, not no great big old lie about the Middle Passage. Okay? Yeah, there were a whole bunch of slaves brought from Africa. But understand, the majority of black people that were enslaved on this continent were already here. We were here. And that's why they don't want us to know our history. And all that history is right there in Florida. Right down there in the Carolinas. Okay? Understand who was murdered in Massachusetts. And who was enslaved. And who George Washington said, if you take their turbans and you take their sandals, pretty soon they won't remember who they are. Okay, this was a concerted effort. They put thought into what they did to the melanated people in America. And the Roman Catholic Church had a great big old hand in it. The first thing everybody has to know is the origin story. And stop believing the lies. All right. Okay, guys. If y'all like this content, give me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Guys, YouTube is doing all they can to keep me under 2,000. And if I can't get over 1881. It goes up to 1885 and then back to 79. And I know that is what it is. Please, check your subscription. If you are subscribed to me, check and make sure that you're still subscribed. Go one step further and hit that little bell. Okay? If you want to see my content, if you think other people should be able to see this content, help me out. They are keeping me under 2,000 subs. They are keeping me from being seen. I need your help. Help me get past 2,000 subs so that this channel can be actually seen. Right now, the only people who see me are the people who either stumble across me or already subscribed. Or for you guys who aren't subscribed but like to come and watch, do me a solid. Hit that subscribe. Help me get to 2,000 so that they will stop subverting my material. All right, guys? All right. I love you. All right. My next question is from Sachet. Even though it appears that 45 and Kanye have fallen out, are they planning something for 45's 2024 campaign? And guys, this is what is so important. Look at what they did to Kanye. Where is he? Where is he? Anybody heard of him lately? No. Kanye went from filthy rich to losing everything. He lost his empire. He lost his wife. He lost his kids. All because he was carrying water for the oppressor. And the oppressor turned around and did exactly what the oppressor does. Thank you for your time. You're free to go. With nothing. He lost everything. In seconds. In seconds. Understand. But let's go ahead and see. Because old Kanye called old Donnie Boy his daddy. So let's see if old Kanye is going to be bending his back again for his daddy Donnie Boy. Will Kanye whore himself out again for the GOP? Will Kanye prostitute himself to the freaking colonizers. Yep. Yep, he sure is. Yep. Shay, yeah. This three-ring circus is not over. Okay? Here's our answer right here. Kanye he ain't done with Donnie. That's his daddy. He is going to do everything he can to make his daddy happy, to be the star his daddy needs him to be. He is in bed all day long with the devil. All day, all night. Don't get out, not even to go have a smoke break. No, he is where he is. He has given up everything for Donnie. Donnie ain't gave up nothing for Kanye. Kanye is going to lose everything behind what they have him doing. Again, a man that is mentally unstable, that has been taken over by the colonizers, that is being used as a puppet, just like Herschel Walker, brain damaged, messed up man, easily manipulatable. And the GOP latched on to it. Oh yeah, we can use this one here to bring a whole bunch of others under our umbrella, where we gonna come in, we gonna bring them in here just to murder them, just to tell them that they don't belong here, that they aren't one of us, and they will never be one of us. Understand, Kanye lost everything, and it's not even over with yet. There's more to come. Kanye's gonna find himself on the wrong side of the law, but I feel like what Kanye's legal issues are, they're not going to be political. They're going to be because Kanye doesn't have control of his emotions. But yes, Kanye is still on board with the GOP, still on Team Trump, will do anything old Donnie asks him to do without question. Without question. So there you go, Shay. Yeah, you'll see Kanye out there stumping for old Donnie boy. Next question. There is a proposal. Oh, this is a crazy one. There is a proposal for kids to be able to carry guns for children under the age of 18, under the age of 16, to carry firearms. This is what the GOP wants. Will this law pass? Will the law to enable children to carry firearms? And understand, who's going to be able to carry firearms? You think you think that the states is going to let some little black kid walk around with an AR-15? No. No, white kids will be able to walk around with guns. Black kids will get shot for walking around with guns. But let's ask Taro. Will this law to allow children to carry guns pass? Please give me a concrete yes or no. No. Thank God. Thank God. Because that would just be the complete end. That would be justification for the police to shoot black kids and brown kids. Okay? No, Shay. That ain't gonna work. Oh, but they're gonna be pushing that narrative to scare people. Here we are, a nation of school shootings. And you want to arm children? No, first you wanted to arm the teachers, so that angry adults with no coping skills can point a gun in your child's face. And now they want the kids to carry guns. Why don't we just make the children the police then? What do we need police for? If everybody can just carry guns, why do we need police? Why do we need the police at all? That's the question we need to be asking. If they want everybody armed, then why do we need police? If they want everybody armed, then we should just arm everybody and do away with the police, because then everybody would be their own police force. We wouldn't need them. Wouldn't need somebody pulling somebody over for speeding. No, because we can just do ourselves. And that's the whole thing. We never needed these controls. Those are exactly what they are. Put in place to control people. Understand, remember, the police is a slave-catching organization. That is what it was built on. And it has not changed. It has not changed. The ideology has not changed. The acts have not changed. We had sheriffs. Those were the law. People who were elected, voted into office. No, the police was a slave-catching organization. And their whole point was to get black people back in the fields by any means necessary. Know your history. If you don't know nothing else, know what the police is. Next question. Will President Biden choose Vice President Harris as his running mate again in 2024? Will President Biden choose Vice President Harris as his running mate again in 2024? Yes, that's what I thought. Yes, he will. There's nothing going to change. Yes. Yes. Okay. My next question is Rose Blue, from Rose Blue. Rose Blue would like to know, will the Texas power grid be connected to the U.S. grid in 2024 or 2025? Because people in Texas are tired of being afraid every winter. Here we go. Let's ask Tarot. Tarot, will the Texas power grid be connected to the U.S. power grid in 2024 or 2025? No. No, it will not. No. I'm sorry, Rose Blue. No, it will not. No, that's Texas's control. That's every little fly-by-night company can pop up in some little community and claim that it is the power company, charge you outrageous fees, but guarantee nothing. No, I'm sorry, Rose Blue. That is a fight that Texans are going to have to take up. Texans are going to have to take their government back. Texans are going to have to stand together. And this is it. Because understand, this is the big thing. And I keep talking about all of this stuff. Every single one of our states, this country, the United States has turned into a freaking corporation. Okay? The United States has turned into a corporation. Every single state is a company. Every county is a company, incorporated. Okay, listen to the words that they use. And they use these words to identify where you live. You live in an incorporated area. You live in an incorporated area. Words matter. What they are doing is privatizing everything. Who owns these corporations? Who owns these states? And how did they get to own it? Okay? And what can we do to stop it? And the what, I can't tell you who they are. I can tell you they're all a part of that old Bilderberger control the world thing. And that all these heads of state know exactly who they're working for. But I can tell you how we can free ourselves. And that is to, number one, stop being afraid of them. Stop subscribing to it. Stop giving them your energy. Know who they are and stop playing the game. Just stop. And it starts with turning off the television. It really does. You have to stop the programming. You have to be cognizant about what you put in your body. Soda pop, guys. I ain't gonna tell nobody what to eat or drink. But you know. Coca-Cola, you throw a penny in Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola can clean your engine. clean the oil off your car engine, what do you think it does to the inside of your body? And I'm just going to leave that right there. Be choosy about what you put in your body, guys. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, and nutritionally. Next question. Has the DOJ taken over prosecuting any other Texas cases? They finally taken over prosecuting Ken Paxton, the corrupt Attorney General of Texas. Has the DOJ taken over any other cases in Texas? And this goes in like to human trafficking and stuff like that, stuff that we know of. Dear Tara, please, yes or no? This is Rose Blue's question. Has the DOJ taken over any other high class cases in Texas? Yes or no? Yes. There is an investigation going on in Texas. But again, guys, these bad people have been allowed to do what they have done for so long because they have cover. So yes, there are parts of the government that are out to get bad people, and there are parts of the government that are there to keep bad people in place. Don't trust the government. It's a seesaw to keep us off balance, to keep us hoping and praying that something good comes out of all the bad. It's up to us to stand up together to ensure that good comes out of the bad. We can stop this. It's our energy, our consciousness. And once we understand that and work together in that, we can change everything. But we have to understand that we are not powerless. And that's what they want us to believe, is that we have no power. We are powerful. We just have to stand together and remember who we are. Okay. My last question is from Olga Para. Olga wants to know, will Kellyanne Conway be convicted of anything that she did while she was working for the White House? Will Kellyanne Conway be convicted of anything that she did while she was... No. Kellyanne Conway is not going to face any criminal behavior. Kellyanne Conway lied, misrepresented herself. Every doggone day she was there. But that's not a violation of federal law. Kellyanne Conway will not be convicted of anything. All right, guys. Whew. All right, those were some great questions. Give me some more of those for Wednesday's Early Bird Show, guys. If you want to know about it, ask it. If you want to know things about old murders, old deaths, I am a medium, and they do come through fairly regularly. So if you want to know about that, go ahead and ask those type of questions. Guys, whatever you want to know about, go ahead and drop it in the questions below. I have open availability, and my calendar is up through the end of March. I have a $50 special, guys, for readings and sachets. Right now, for $50, you can get an hour-long reading and either one large, like house blessing sachet, or two regular sachets for $50. And those sachets can be whatever you want them to be. So, $50 for a 1 hour reading and one large sachet, or $50 for a 1 hour reading and two regular sachets. And I'm going to be running that special through the end of March. So if you would like to get in on that, psychictanya9@gmail.com. All right, guys, the weather for this week, we're going to have a little calming now. There's still going to be some cold snaps in some isolated areas. But the most thing that we're going to have to worry about again is wind. Wind, wind, wind. And some places are going to still be dealing with some rain events and possible flooding from some big pop-ups, rain storms. Be prepared about that. We're coming into the spring. We're coming into the equinox again, guys. Go ahead. I said this week you would be able to start planting things outside. Give that another week, guys. Keep your seed cups in another week before you transfer them outdoors. Let this last bit of cold. There might be one last freeze. So you don't want your young seedlings to get damaged. So wait about another week to put your cups in the ground, and everything should be good from there, and we should be warming up steadily after next week. Every week it'll be warmer and warmer and warmer. Where summer's going to come early, be prepared for that. And I know a lot of people, it's going to be you just turned off your heater and having to turn on your air conditioning. It's going to be another one of those short reprieves. We'll have a little bit of some nice temperate weather April, May. But by the middle of May, it's going to be hot, hot. So prepare for that now, guys. Again, give your seed cups a week before you put them outdoors. And then they should be good to go. I love you. I love you. I love you. Happy Monday, y'all. Namaste.